3 months ago, Sarah accepted a free coffee from a stranger at a networking event. Just one cup. No strings attached, she thought. But here's what actually happened. She spent the next 2 hours listening to his business pitch, agreed to buy his expensive online course, and is now stuck in a WhatsApp group where he sells products daily. She spent $2,400 just to escape the feeling of owing him one free coffee. This isn't her fault. This is neuroscience. What you're about to learn is called the obligation trap, and it's way more sophisticated than the classic reciprocity principle everyone talks about. Scientists discovered that free gifts don't just create psychological debt, they actually rewire your decision-making brain for up to 72 hours. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why your brain sabotages you when someone gives you something free, and more importantly, how to protect yourself without being paranoid or rude. Let's dive in. Let me introduce you to the concept that psychologists call the indebtedness neurochemical response. When someone gives you something free, no matter how small, your brain releases a cocktail of chemicals that make you feel uncomfortable. Here's the problem: it's not just dopamine or serotonin. It's a combination of guilt, obligation, and something called reciprocity anxiety. Your prefrontal cortex, the decision-making part of your brain, actually goes offline. In 2019, researchers at Northwestern University did something fascinating. They gave half their participants a $5 Starbucks gift card with no expectation. The other half paid $5 for the same card. Then, both groups were asked to evaluate a product. Here's the kicker: the free gift group rated the product 34% higher, even though it was objectively the same product. But more importantly, 78% of the free gift group agreed to a follow-up meeting with a salesman. Only 22% of the paid group did. Why? Because free gifts bypass your logical reasoning. They go straight to your emotional brain. And your emotional brain is not your friend when it comes to making rational decisions. Let me show you 3 real situations where people got trapped by the obligation trap, and how it cost them. Example 1, Marcus, a software engineer in Austin. He attended a tech conference, and a recruiter gave him a free branded jacket. Cost to manufacture? Maybe $8. But here's what happened: Marcus wore it. He felt proud. Then the recruiter sent him a message saying, "Hey, just checking in." One message became 10. Marcus ended up interviewing for a job he didn't want, negotiated lower than his market rate because he felt like he owed her, and took a $15,000 annual pay cut. All because of a jacket. Example 2, Jennifer in Seattle. Free wellness workshop. Sounds innocent, right? By the end of the workshop, she felt obligated to buy a $3,000 weight loss package because the instructor had helped her so much already. She never used it. Example 3, David in Miami. A financial advisor gave him free investment advice, genuinely good advice. But when the advisor asked him to invest $50,000 in a product with a 7% commission fee, David felt morally obligated. He lost $18,000 when the investment tanked. The common pattern? Free gifts create emotional leverage. And emotional leverage destroys rational decision-making. Now here's the terrifying part: you can't just think your way out of this. Willpower doesn't work because the obligation trigger happens before your conscious mind even activates. Let me explain the 4 neurological stages of the obligation trap. Stage 1, the surprise. Your brain loves novelty. An unexpected free gift triggers dopamine, making you feel special. Your guard drops immediately. Stage 2, the guilt initiation. Within 10 minutes, your brain starts producing cortisol, the stress hormone, because you're now in debt. This discomfort is physical, not psychological. Physical. Stage 3, the compliance cascade. This is where it gets sneaky. Your brain tries to reduce cortisol by complying with small requests. Just listen to my pitch. Just take a business card. Just give me your email. Each small yes makes the next yes easier. Stage 4, the justification loop. By this point, you've already said yes multiple times. Your brain creates a false narrative where you convince yourself that you actually want what they're offering. It's called cognitive dissonance resolution. This entire process takes approximately 72 hours to reset. That's why charities and sales teams are trained to follow up within 48 hours. They know your no becomes a yes before you can even think straight. Okay, so you now know that free gifts are basically psychological weapons. But here's the good news: once you know the playbook, you can defend yourself without being rude or isolated. Defense strategy number 1: the 24-hour rule. When someone offers you a free gift, don't accept it immediately. Say, "That's kind, but let me think about it." This 24-hour waiting period resets your cortisol levels and gives your prefrontal cortex time to reactivate. Most manipulation loses its power after 24 hours. Defense strategy number 2: the intention audit. Ask yourself 3 questions. 1. Did I ask for this? 2. Will this person expect something in return? 3. Can I accept this without feeling obligated? If you answer no to question 1 or yes to question 2, politely decline. This takes literally 5 seconds. Defense strategy number 3: the immediate reciprocity. This one's counterintuitive. If you do accept a gift, immediately do something nice for them. Pay for their coffee. Share their social media. Compliment their work. This breaks the power dynamic because now they owe you too. It's called equilibrium restoration, and it neutralizes their advantage. Defense strategy number 4: the script. Have a pre-prepared response. Something like, "I appreciate this, but I want to be transparent. Free gifts make me feel uncomfortable because I know there's usually an expectation attached. So let's be honest about what you're looking for." Most people respect this directness, and the manipulation stops immediately. These aren't mean strategies. They're clarity strategies. You're not rejecting kindness. You're rejecting obligation. Now, before you become paranoid about every free gift, I need to add crucial context. Not all free gifts are manipulation. The difference is trust and intent. If your mom gives you a free meal, your best friend gives you free advice, or a company gives you a free trial because they genuinely believe in their product, these are different situations. Why? Because there's no hidden agenda waiting to exploit you. The manipulation happens when there's a significant power imbalance, seller to buyer, authority to subordinate. The gift is unexpected and unsolicited in a transaction context. The giver is a stranger or low-trust person. The follow-up happens aggressively within 24 to 48 hours. There's pressure to reciprocate immediately. But the gift is probably genuine when it comes from someone you've already built relationship equity with. There's no expectation of immediate return. The giver is transparent about what they hope happens next. You have the option to say no without negative consequences. It's given in a personal context, not a sales context. Here's the truth most people miss: the obligation trap only works if there's ambiguity. Clarity destroys it. When you know exactly what's happening, your brain doesn't get trapped in the compliance cascade. So the real skill isn't avoiding all free gifts. It's distinguishing between genuine kindness and strategic manipulation. Let's turn this knowledge into action. Because knowing is useless without doing. Action step 1: this week, identify one free gift or offer you've accepted recently. Now, audit it. Was it genuine, or were you in the obligation trap? Be honest with yourself. This awareness alone is transformative. Action step 2: create your personal script. Write down exactly what you'll say next time someone offers you an unsolicited free gift. Practice saying it out loud 3 times. I know it sounds weird, but your mouth needs to know the words before your brain panics and accepts the gift anyway. Action step 3: implement the 24-hour rule. Don't accept or decline immediately. Sleep on it. Let your cortisol reset. You'll make exponentially better decisions. Action step 4: start being intentionally generous with people you trust. Give free gifts to your friends, mentor your colleagues for free, share your expertise. This isn't about being cold. It's about creating relationships where reciprocity is mutual and genuine, not exploitative. Action Step 5. Share this video with 3 people who need this. Why? Because understanding the obligation trap is becoming a crucial life skill in 2024. As manipulation tactics get more sophisticated, your knowledge needs to keep up. The goal isn't to be paranoid. It's to be strategic. It's to understand that your brain is a valuable asset, and protecting it means understanding how it gets hijacked. Here's what I want you to remember: every single day, thousands of organizations are studying how to give you free gifts in ways that hijack your decision making. They have entire departments dedicated to understanding your brain better than you do. But they have one vulnerability: they depend on you being unconscious. They depend on you not understanding the 4 stages of the obligation trap. They depend on you feeling guilty instead of empowered. The moment you understand that the guilt is manufactured, that it's cortisol, not conscience, everything changes. You stop being a victim of manipulation. You start being an architect of your own choices. This isn't about building walls around yourself or becoming cold. It's about clarity. It's about knowing when someone is genuinely trying to help and when they're trying to help themselves to your wallet. The most powerful people in the world, the entrepreneurs, the negotiators, the leaders, they all understand one thing: information is power. And you now have information that 95% of people will never understand. So use it. Protect yourself. But also, be generous with people who deserve it. If this video helped you understand something important, please like it, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this knowledge. The algorithm rewards videos that get shared, and your friends need this protection just like you do. I'll see you in the next video where we decode another psychological trap that's costing you money and peace of mind. Take care of yourself. You're worth protecting.